What's up? It's your boy Mean Green, aka Prince of the Ghetto. Yeah, I want to talk about something real quick. As we all know, due to this government shutdown, that a lot of people, you know, still not getting SNAP benefits, or they getting them late in the month. And they saying Section 8 is about to be cut off, and all this. And then this for the people that's like, y'all go get a job, talking about just go get a job like it's just that simple. We got millions of people that depended on this government assistance. The government spoiled them with this. And then they just trying to cut them off cold turkey. I know a lot of people that been on, government assistance. They in their 30s. They have no diploma. They don't have no education or no skills. And then people just talking about get a job. Everybody can't get a job. Some people got their life side up that, they depended on those government assistance. They taking care of their kids. And they have to hustle, and they still have to hustle. And where we from, we call it get it how you live. Survival of the fittest. I know people that's on Section 8 and stuff, they do have to make side money to make ends meet. I know people that, get out and cut yards. They got to hustle, but if they had to pay bills, it's not enough to pay rent, electricity, water bills, plus buying these high-ass groceries. And see, it's a way the system set it up for these people. And now they just want to cut them off cold turkey. See, those people going to have to start trying to adjust to not having it now, which is going to be difficult. And a lot of people, y'all talking about just go get a job. Like they can just go get a job now. But it's people that I know that's in the streets that been trying to get a job for months and still ain't got a job. I know people that want to work, fill out applications, and still ain't got a job. And you just think everybody can magically just get a job and be able to continue to support their family. Like, commend to the people that got good jobs and taking care of their families. But see, the higher ups, they didn't trick these people. These people made that a way of life, depending on those government assistance. And I salute to those people that was getting there. If you can pimp the system, why not? I know people that pimp, how you think the government got what they got? America was stolen. It's just the energy in America. So if they can pimp the system, able to get all those food stamps to buy food, Section 8 to pay for their homes, and they living okay and hustling on the side, cool. Get it how you live, surviving. Yeah, the high ups been surviving off us for so long. What difference does that make? I know people that do that. We from the ghetto. We have to get it how we live. Like I say, I used to buy stamps. Hey, we made y'all gave us this life and we made a way of it. That's how they go. And a lot of people just talking about just go get a job. Like this person, 30-some years old, been living off this hustling. Do you think they can go get a electrician job and know everything to do? They too old to go back to school. If they go back to school, what benefits they gonna have to help them survive to make it through school? Let's be realistic, people. There's millions of people like this. And it's not just black people. It's a lot of white people in this situation. Like I said, when I was in Pennsylvania for half a year, I ain't seen nothing but white people that was begging for money, that was working those black jobs on the back of the garbage truck, picking up paper, asking could they shovel snow out the yard. It was nothing. I saw nothing but white people. I was shocked. I was like, wow. The stuff that black people do in the South, up north, white people were doing it at the stores begging. So they suffering in this too, you know. And the government just gonna stop all that and thinking like they could just get a job. This homeless woman probably aching, inflation all in her knees. You think you cut her water out, you think she could just get a job somewhere and make it? That's what people is facing. So, you know, people, we got to be more realistic, man. We got to make sense with this because it's a lot of people, you know, it's some that's able, and I'm sure they will get a job. But it's a lot of them that's, you know, handicapped. A lot of them with mental illness that come with when they was getting this. Now y'all finna take that away from them. Now they got to try to figure out how to survive without those assistants, which it's not gonna be easy. And it's a lot of people finna go through the same situation trying to figure it out. They're gonna be good. Watch this. You're gonna see a lot of people trying to go get jobs, applications. They not gonna get hired. Then a lot of more job AI taking over. So where the jobs is? To the people that's trying, they got no education, that was depending on those assistants. Now they want to get a job and they just filling out applications, not getting calls. What you think they gonna do to survive and eat? I'll wait. Yes, they gonna be knocking on the door. We hungry. They gonna start taking things. Crime's gonna go up. Yes, of course. People gotta eat. And what I'm saying, the higher ups made this way of life for these people for so many years, and then they just trying to strip it from them. You know, I'm just saying it don't work like that, man. If you gonna strip these people from those assistants, give them a job or something to work with so they can maintain. That's how they go. The people that had assistants, you take it from them and give them a job. What are jobs? They give them a job. If they can't get the Section 8, you taking their housing from them, give them a job. If you take away their stamps benefit, give them a job so they can make some money. Find them something to do, whether they out there in the fields or do something. Give them a job so they can make some type of money to try to make ends meet. See, they ain't gonna have a job. You just finna leave these people hungry. Hungry people take. Remember that. People want to eat. See, the higher ups, they good. They gonna eat. But the class that was dependent on these benefits in Section 8, those the ones that's finna get hit. Those the ones that's gonna suffer. Those the ones that's gonna have to make the biggest decision of their life. And in the midst of all that, and the ones they really want to have something got to figure it out. And it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be hard, man. So y'all people that's over there, man, go get a job like it's just that simple. It's not. You telling them to get a job, if you in a position, hire some of them and show people that you trying to help them. Since you want to holler about get a job. They made a way of life for these people to live this way for so long. So now for them to transition over to get a job and a lot of jobs not hiring, what if they trying to get a job and they just don't ever get hired? They just don't have the skills. They just don't qualify for nothing because they used to this way of life. What they supposed to do then? You people talking about get a job, they gonna be coming at you like this. And what you working for, taking what you at your job, working hard for, as you claim, they gonna come and take it. Because in their mind, they gonna be like, you all right, you got a job, you can get it back, I need this. That's how a lot of people go think. People that don't wanna take, gonna think like this and end up having to take. Because they got a child, kids that wanna eat, and they wanna eat. I don't think everybody thinking this thing through, man. But we gotta, you know what I'm saying? That, like in my last video, I said that we really gonna have to go back to like a village, man. If we wanna make it, we gonna have to come together. And the way how we come up, man, everybody hating on each other, man, it's just negative. And I think they know that it ain't gonna work between black people trying to come together. Because black people are always jealous, hating. But if we want to survive, that's what it's really gonna have to take, man. Like a village. The men go out and hunt. The women take care of the kids. We come together, feed each other. You know, like in the movies, them villages, them people be working in the village. We got to go back to that. And come to think of it, that's how I think that our culture really was. Until they came with these benefits and tricked us to their way of living with money and all that. It might be a sign we might have to go back to being a village, man. I'm telling you. If we gonna want to survive and our kids to teach our kids how to hunt and fish and all this so they can survive. We're gonna have to do something, because if not, we finna see some crazy things, man. That people just you ain't gonna be ready for, you know. But yeah, that's my take on this. I'm seeing people go get a job. Like these people can just actually magically get a job soon as they, you know. And I know people right now, man, I've been trying to get a job. You know, they smoke a little bit, but they start smoking, filling out applications, and still not getting hired. Yeah, I done took my little cousin to trying to get a job. Took him, he thought he was finna get hired. We'll call you back. He's still waiting. You know? So hey, it's just not just easy, you know. But hey, that's my take on that. You know, I just want to throw that out there. I don't think people understand, if they take these benefits from these people, what's really about to happen, you know. But hey, it is what it is, man. I just want to put that out there. You know, y'all like this video, you know. And if y'all think I'm wrong, let me know. Yeah, I speak what I see and feel. And if it's right, wrong is wrong, and that's how I roll with it. You know what I'm talking about? So it is what it is, man. And as always, I'm gonna come back with some more flavor. And it's all good, you know. It's your boy Mean Joe Green. It's love. And I'm up out.